Hey YouTube, RicoKnows here. Going to talk to you guys about my hidden gem on Syracuse. If you guys didn't know, I am pointing out one hidden gem on every single team in America. If you want to see all the other hidden gems, go to the playlist here on YouTube. You just click playlist on the homepage. You will find RicoKnows 2024 hidden gems for college football, right? And I'm going alphabetical by team. I'm in the ACC right now, so I'm going alphabetical by conference and then the teams within the conference. So don't let me confuse you. Like my last video was Stanford, and now we're at Syracuse. So when I look at Syracuse, and I had to look at their roster and decide who I wanted to highlight. Now, full disclosure, I knew exactly who I wanted to talk to you guys about. I'm going to talk about a hidden gem, if you will, but it's only because he's new to the team, and I'm assuming most of you don't watch MAC Action Football. Now, if you don't know, I am a capper. I provide analysis and I provide predictions against the spread for college football. That's what I do all year. Okay. Shout out to the MVPs on Patreon or YouTube. If you become a paid member, you get the picks. I picked right around 60% across 400 something games last year against the spread. It's pretty good. And we had our good moments. But where we dominated all season long was weekday games. We dominated in weekday games because I know group of five teams better than Vegas. That's the reality of the situation. Vegas doesn't use enough cycles. They don't have enough resources. They don't give enough effort in trying to get the group of five games right. And they're even worse at prop bets. So when you start talking about prize picks and prop bets, we're just laughing at them because they don't know what they're doing. Okay, so I bring all that up because one of these players on Syracuse played in the MAC last year. Okay, and it's this young man down here. His name is Devon Grant. He's right here, and they're moving him to corner. Now, I don't necessarily know how that's going to go down. Shout out to Fran Brown coming over from Georgia, new head coach. He's a defensive backs coach. You get one of the premier defensive backs in America, and you're moving him off the safety spot, moving him to corner. Now, if you watch the spring game, he looked a little sluggish. He didn't look that great at corner. I think he's one of the best safeties in America, but obviously moving to corner at 6'4" is something that will probably get him paid more. We'll probably get him drafted sooner if he can just pick it up. He's a phenomenal athlete. Okay, he's really special. If you pay attention to his breakout season last year, and you heard me right, he's a 6'4" defensive back. 6'4", 190, arms long as hell, and he's rangy. He can get anywhere. 55 tackles, those are solo tackles. As a safety, he shuts you down. If you want to talk about his total tackles, it's actually 79, and he was one of the team leaders. If you go to Buffalo and you go look at who they had in the tackling machine, Joe Anderson, he just transferred in from Brantley. He's a career leader in solo tackle. That dude had less solo tackles than Devon Grant, and that's a stud linebacker. Him and Dolak were supposed to take over the linebacker room at Buffalo. Now, Buffalo was terrible, and anytime your safety's leading you in tackles, both of your safeties, it's probably you're not doing really well. Okay, you're probably giving them a lot of first downs. But we get a lot of opportunities to see Devon Grant on the field. And what do you see? You see a rangy athlete who can cover ground, bait quarterbacks into making certain throws they think they can make. You can't make it. Good luck trying to catch a fade on this guy. He's got it all. He's got it all. And you got to ask yourself, this is a man who led the MAC in interceptions with 5, 2 touchdowns. Now, to be honest, he had 3 interceptions against Central Michigan. Go watch the game. Jace Bauer, he just transferred to Sam Houston State. Like, if you go watch Jace Bauer, he's still seeing Devon Grant in his sleep right now. 2 pick sixes. It's amazing. But he also, if you do a game-by-game breakdown of this young man, he also had an interception against Wisconsin in the season opener. It's a really big deal. Because you're going up against a team that is superior in every position group, and you go out there and get an interception, set the tone for the season. He also got another interception against Toledo, DeQuan Finn and the boys. Like, if you're getting interceptions against the best teams on your schedule, I really believe in you as a player. I think you're big time. So now you're transferring to the ACC. You get better coaching, theoretically. You get better talent around you. And now we have Devon Grant, the superstar. When he was in high school, he played quarterback. If you go look, now look at this. I was reading this, right? I like to read the little tidbits. This is like reading the back of the cards. I like to read this, and down here it says, versatile athlete who played wide receiver, quarterback, and defensive back at Holy Cross High School. Cool. Okay. But if you read here at the bottom, it says he had 4 interceptions and was named the defensive MVP of the 2021 CHSFL. That is the Catholic High School Football League in New York. All-Star game. So here's my thing. I don't know if he had 4 interceptions in the game or if he had 4 interceptions on the year. They're not really clear on this. But if you go look at statistical leaders, you see it right here. Devon Grant's right here, guys. Dude was playing quarterback in this league. Could you imagine one of the best safeties in America was playing quarterback in high school? That's pretty normal. Happens. You get the ball to the best players. But he's just a great all-around athlete. Go turn on the tape against Central Michigan. Go turn on the tape against anybody and just watch him. Watch the way he plays. So for me, when I look at a team like Syracuse who has all these players, I was very underwhelmed by their defense last year. I constantly told you dual threat quarterbacks were going to catch the corner on the edge. Them and Boston College could not stop any dual threat quarterback. You can just get extra yards. You can catch the corner. They were slow. They weren't good. Their DBs weren't good. No, I don't care what happens. But here you have Deuce Chestnut coming back to the team. He used to be on Syracuse. He used to be a starter, transferring back in. You have Devon Grant. You have Elijah Clark. Jaden Bellamy and Gould, former high school teammates, transferred in from Nebraska and Notre Dame. There's no answer on the wall. I'm just looking and thinking. I got to log through my RAM, bro. But I'm telling you, they have really good players. And Devon Grant, for me, is the hidden gem we need to talk about. That's the guy. That's the guy everybody in America should know about. So my hidden gem for Syracuse going into the season, Devon Grant. It's not every day you see a 6'4" corner. And I hope they get the most out of him. He looks great on the field. And if it doesn't work, this experiment of moving him in the corner doesn't work, put him back to safety. Put him back to safety. He's great. You know, I only do assessments for a living. Maybe I'm wrong. I doubt it. Your friends don't know. But Rico knows. Continue to watch the playlist, y'all. We'll keep pointing out those hidden gems. Peace.